Hello, girls. I'm sorry I'm late a little. Well, okay, so silent. Hello, people. Okay. Kate, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Um, what plans do you have for the weekend?
I don't know yet.
Hmm. Do you plan something? Do you usually plan something, or you are so spontaneous? You never have plans.
Usually I have plans only for next day.
Hmm. What are your plans for tomorrow?
I'm going to the theater.
Wow. Well, what are you going to see?
Musical Dubrovsky
Mm, that's cool. Where are you going to see?
in the musical theater.
It's a musical theater. Interesting. Um, okay. Thank you. Then Alice, well, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Um, what about your plans for tomorrow, for the weekend? What are you going to do?
Tomorrow I'm going to have a Chinese lesson.
Hmm, cool. How long have you been studying Chinese?
5 years ago, I started to learn Chinese.
Ну, я спросила не when did you start learning?
How
How
long?
have you been studying? Или have you studied? Is it perfect or present perfect continuous? Because you are still learning, yeah?
Yeah, 5 years. About I have been learning Chinese about 5 years.
It's for about 5 years. Don't forget about since 5 o'clock, for example. For 5 years, 4 plus period of time. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I saw you sent me your speaking task 4, both of you. So like I promised, I will check today after, I think in the evening. Well, any difficulties with your homework? Have you learned all the vocabulary?
Yeah.
No problems. Okay, so I will ask you a couple of words about a couple of words from the last lesson. Well, again, please explain the word to your partner. Okay, can you explain this word to Alice? Alice, you should guess.
Uh,
Don't remember it.
then some other
Okay, one more chance. Another word. I like this one.
this word means when something or someone are very rich, have
Fluent.
But affluent, okay?
Excellent. Yeah.
Great, okay. Ну попробуем наоборот. Ну наоборот будет неинтересно, если это же слово, да? Там было слово congested.
Перегружен.
Ну да, загруженный, как забитый, ну как машинами дорога, да, перегруженная. Congested. Это связано, кстати, это затор, в заторе. Это связано с congestion, кстати, это пищеварение. Вот это вот движение в желудке. Так, congestion. Okay. Alice, your word to explain.
It's something boring.
Dull.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. And let's take only one more for each one, Kate.
It means when a city or neighborhood are neglected.
Can you repeat, please?
This word means when city or area or neighborhood are very neglected.
Maybe run down.
Yeah.
And the last word, okay, Alice. Do you remember it?
Yeah. Сейчас. It means when people maybe say about themselves only good things. Okay. Maybe when a person have a new car, yeah.
I think yeah, showing off means not only to say good things about yourself, but to focus on good things, yeah, or maybe even make them more important, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, that's good. Now we are going to continue discussing city life, and we are going to discuss some questions. So, like for exam practice, one student is a bot who asks questions, and another student should answer, like in the exam, 2 or 3 sentences. Well, Kate, you ask the first question.
What is it like where you live? Which places are within walking distance?
Can you repeat, please?
What is it like where you live? Which places are within walking distance?
Что такое within?
Within.
Distance.
Within. Within walking distance. Within на расстоянии, как бы, или на расстоянии ходьбы, ну да, walking distance.
There are a lot of some beautiful and picturesque places where I live. I like to go to the beach near the river Volga. It's not far away from my house. Also, I can go to the park with my sister. It's also not far away.
Okay. Next.
Do you get many tourists visiting your area? Would you like your place? Would you like to? Yes. Would you like your place to be vibrant?
Well, I don't think that I visited a lot of tourists area. I have already seen them a lot of times, and I don't like that my city would be more vibrant because I like when it's quiet.
Okay. Next.
Has your area changed much over the last decade? Have any buildings been recently knocked down?
I think my city always grow up, always grows up. Recently, there is a new stadium for ski. Сейчас. The new stadium is built, but I don't know what about buildings that knocked down. I think there are something.
Okay. And the last question about cities.
Does your city have a good public transportation system? Which roads are the most congested, if any? What could be improved about public transport?
I think that my city has quite good transport system. We have a lot of buses, but sometimes there are there are a lot of traffic jams on the streets. It's usually at 5, 7 o'clock. And recently the government gave us more public transports and buses.
You didn't say which roads are the most congested, if any.
There is one road that very congested, I think. It's called Kalnaya. It is between the city center and suburbs of the city.
Okay, thank you. Well, what about the pronunciation of these words, Kate?
Area.
Okay. Как мы это читаем? Alice?
Area?
Word number 2.
Recently.
Yes, you know. And?
Knocked down.
Yes, we don't say k. Knocked down. It's like in some words with k at the beginning, like night, knock, yeah, and so on. Okay, thank you. Good. So today we are going to work on task 38, an essay. So first of all, we're going to talk about living in the city. Let's think about health problems living in the city might cause. Let's brainstorm. Health problems.
There are a lot of emissions.
So, дорабатываем, почему это именно для здоровья плохо. So, it's bad.
It's bad for people's health.
Okay, what else? Kate, anything else?
Headaches because of noise, incessant roar.
Okay, what else? Let's think.
There are a lot of garbage.
A garbage. Почему there are? Garbage is uncountable.
There is there is a lot of garbage. So it pollutes the nature.
It?
It pollutes the nature.
Okay. Kate, anything else?
No.
No? Alice, do you have another idea? Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to discuss it in more details. So let's look at these two photos. Do you know where are they?
Maybe in USA.
Like Palm Beach? Well,
Yeah.
West Palm, забыла, какой, господи, у нас было. West Palm Beach мы его назвали. Yeah, in Florida. Yes, that's right. Both pictures are in the USA.
Yeah.
Kate, what do you think? Are they American cities?
I think the second photo was made in Asia. Was taken.
And the first?
In the USA, probably.
Okay. Okay, so please, let's give a brief description of the pictures. Alice, can you describe them? Yeah, like we do in the exam.
In the first picture, there are a lot of сейчас. There are a lot of up-to-date buildings. One of them is a skyscraper. I think in this city there is a lively nightlife. The second photo shows also an clear and spotless city. I think it's well run. The nature is beautiful. Also, I see the river.
Mhm. Okay. Well, thank you. And Kate, let's talk about advantages and disadvantages of living in these places.
Maybe living in the city like on the first photo is very funny because this city looks very vibrant, but also it is very sprawling, congested, so there are probably exhaust fumes that bad for your health. Living in like living in the city, like on the second picture, is probably very attractive because it looks very well run and spotless, but
Mhm.
it also looks very dull.
Mhm. Okay. Thank you. Well, before we continue, I wrote down some sentences with mistakes too. What about the first sentence? Alice, can you correct the sentence? Это еще в вопросах было первые три, я что-то забыла их вам отправить. Там было would you like your city to be что-то там. То есть там был контекст такой,
Без,
что я бы не хотела, чтобы мой город стал там каким-то. Вот в начале тут.
без that,
Без that еще. Я бы хотела, чтобы.
I wouldn't want a city.
Это не ideas.
No, I wouldn't like my city would be.
Если мы оставляем my city would, I would like my city to be каким-то, каким-то. То есть здесь тогда I would like something to плюс инфинитив. I don't, можно сказать I don't want that и придаточное, что, но не like. Но I don't want that, это немножко как разговорно, конечно. Мы стараемся использовать would like to, или I would like that. What about the second sentence? My city always grows up. Like a child. Grow up.
Да, я поняла. Ну, как бы растет.
Ну, не взрослеет же.
Grow into.
Просто
А.
grows.
Просто grows.
Grow up – это фразовый глагол, который означает взрослеть. А вот grow – растить, выращивать, вырастать в размере. Okay, and stadium for
Skiing.
gerund after prepositions. Yeah. What about the last, Kate?
In the first.
Даже два раза. On the first, but on the second. Okay, of course, in. Now we are going to watch the video about these two cities. You will see what they are, right? Where they are. You should watch it and write down all the problems of a capital city. So, what is a capital city?
Столица.
So write down all the problems of a capital city and all suggested problems. Okay, let's try to do that. Now, all problems and all solutions.
Ever since the Industrial Revolution,
Sound. Second.
Ever since the Industrial Revolution, cities have grown around areas of industry and technology. For years, this meant that the world's biggest cities were crowded and dirty. But now, cities must use technology in order to undo decades of pollution and congestion. Seoul is widely considered to be one of the most technologically advanced cities on the planet. It has record-breaking internet speeds and is home to some of the best-known technology firms on the planet, including LG and Samsung. But it is also one of the world's most densely populated cities. It is estimated that around 10 million people live in the city itself, with a further 15 million living on the city's outskirts. It is twice as crowded as London and 5 times as crowded as New York. City planners know they have to do something to solve this problem, but they can't continue building in the overcrowded capital. So, they are building a whole new city. Songdo is just over 50 kilometers from Seoul. It's a smart city that uses technology to offer Koreans the much-needed space and clean air they can't find in the capital. The city sits on 1,500 acres of land that used to be under the sea. 40% of Songdo are these green areas, which help keep the city's air clean. City planners have specified that they mustn't be built upon in the future, so there will always be natural open space. Surrounding the park are rows of skyscrapers, including the Northeast Asia Trade Tower, the country's tallest building. The size of the Songdo project is mind-blowing. It's the largest property development in history. The developers are building 80,000 apartments, several schools, a large university, and an 18-hole golf course. They are also going to use cutting-edge technology to keep the city clean and green. There will be sensors all over Songdo, which will monitor temperature, energy use, and traffic. A lot of this environmentally friendly technology is already there. Processing centres like this are all over the city. The waste system sucks rubbish directly from people's homes, so there are no bins and no rubbish trucks. In the future, they will use this waste to generate renewable energy. The architects have also designed the city so people don't drive everywhere. There are walkways, and almost everywhere you go, there are large open spaces. At the moment, the city is less than half full, and there aren't many businesses in the city centre. But it is thought that once transport links between Seoul and Songdo are improved, the area will become a more attractive prospect for large businesses. And although some of these apartment blocks are empty, 90,000 people already live here. Songdo is the city of the future. If it proves successful, it is believed that it could become the template for new cities all over the world.
So, what is the first city, Alice?
I don't know.
And the second, do you know?
Korean.
Okay, did you remember the names of cities?
I remember the second city, Sondong какой-то.
Yeah. The first one is Seoul. Они так говорят Seoul, но вообще нам странно звучит Сеул, да? Seoul, они, видимо, на их манере. South Korea. Officially, it's called the Seoul Special City. The capital and largest metropolis, даже современный metropolis of South Korea. So what about the second one? Yes, it's Songdo. Smart city. Southwest of Seoul, of Seoul. Right? It's very close to it, but it's a special smart city. Well, let's talk about the capital city. What about big cities? What are the problems? Давайте прям по одному, пожалуйста. Проблема и предлагаемое решение. Можно чуть-чуть фразировать, что не успели записать, как там было сказано. Мы это отметим. Who can start?
The first city is densely populated, but there is no good solution.
Yeah, Kate, do you agree?
Yeah.
The solution maybe is that city planners can't continue building in their overcrowded capital. So they are building a whole new city, Songdo. Yeah? Москва и Подмосковье. Больше, что делать еще? So maybe they build a new city near the capital, maybe. Такое можно отметить. Okay, what else? Kate.
This city is very crowded and dirty, and to solve this problem, they use special technology that this situation.
Yeah. We use technology in order to undo. Можно записать, кстати, классный глагол. Do – делать, undo – как бы раз сделать, обратно. То есть обратное действие. Отменить, как бы перебороть, исправить. To undo decades of pollution and congestion. Decades, конечно, decades, десятилетия. That's right. Alice, did you hear about the internet? How good is the internet there?
Very good.
It has breaking internet.
Yeah.
Интересное выражение. Record-breaking. Рекордная скорость интернета. Well, okay. Значит, мы сказали crowded and dirty. Second, mostly densely populated. Twice as crowded as London. And 5 times as crowded as New York. Wow. Okay, what else? What about space, air, Alice?
I didn't hear about that. But I can say that to keep the city clean and green, they made some sensors to monitor the temperature.
Now we are starting to talk about the green city, yes, Songdo?
Yeah.
Green city, smart city. Yes, that's right. So they need space, they need clean air, they can't find in the capital. And they do this, what you said. They use cutting-edge technology. What's the cutting-edge technology to keep the city clean and green. Yes. And there will be, они говорят will be sensors all over Songdo which will monitor temperature, energy use, and traffic. What else, Kate? How are they going to solve the problem of garbage, trash?
They made specialized system. So there are no litter bins on the streets.
So their system sucks rubbish directly from people's homes. It's interesting. You don't have to throw out the rubbish anymore. Yeah. There is no trash outside. Wow. Alice, did you hear about green energy?
Green energy.
Что там было? In the future, what about green energy?
No.
Okay, did you hear this sentence? In the future, they will use
Там про какие-то острова вроде было, но точно не успела записать.
острова. No, I meant that, yeah, it's simple. They will use this waste, no, the waste from people's homes to generate renewable energy. You know, in the world, there are recycling plants, factories that recycle trash. They don't burn it, they recycle it and get energy, and that's called green energy. It's renewable, возобновляемая. Мусор постоянно поступает, да, и постоянно производится энергия. Okay, and what about the transport system in Songdo, Alice? Может быть, даже переформулирую. Are there many people in Songdo?
Yeah.
But there are many empty blocks, right? Apartment blocks. What's the problem for people from Seoul?
There is a project that it's a huge project, and it includes some. It includes to build a lot of schools, universities, and so on. The traffic system is good also.
Yeah, okay. Do you agree that the system between these two cities is good? Do you agree that the transport system between these two cities is good?
I don't remember it.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's okay. They say that, yeah, it's half empty right now. It's a great city, but it's half empty. And they believe that once transport links between Seoul and Songdo are improved, the area will become a more attractive prospect for large businesses. So it's the city of the future. Okay, thank you. Then let's talk about green cities. There are some specific characteristics presented in the list. Specific characteristics of a green city. What would you choose for a green city from this list? Please read all the ideas. Okay, please choose top 5 Yeah, I know they are all good and great, but we can't do everything perfect. Yeah, let's choose 5 top characteristics of a green city.
Clean air and clean environment.
What else, Alice?
Panels and the renewable energy sources.
What else, in your opinion?
Express trash collection.
What? Вот это.
Мгм.
Express trash collection. Что я- And 2 more.
А Катя?
А у каждого свой, наверное, будет список.
Ага.
Your top.
Water.
And
There should be parks and natural spaces.
okay, Kate, is your list different? Would you like to add or change something?
Yeah, so
Well, yeah, they're all great. It's difficult to choose. Okay, thank you. So, okay, let it be. Let's compare your ideas with Korean citizens. Let's look at the pie chart. Please describe it. Like in the essay, say the majority of Korean citizens choose as a characteristic of a green city. Вот таким образом, очень кратко по одному предложению, как facts в эссе. Okay, Alice, one fact. Первый факт, что происходит.
The majority of Korean citizens choose parks and natural spaces at 50% respectively.
Мы говорим
Respectively.
sorry. Да, respectively. Если мы говорим choose, то choose как что? Choose as a specific characteristic или the most important characteristic of a green city. Да? По заданию. Как мы можем сказать 50? Это не просто даже majority, а как мы сказать, может быть, половина мы можем сказать.
A half.
Не только majority и minority, да, то majority может быть 50, и 30, и 20, а minority и 10, и 15, и 30, да. То есть если мы видим такую явную цифру 50 или более, ну, мы это прямо должны выделить как-то, мне кажется. A half, okay. What else? Next fact, Kate.
second popular option is clear air and clean environment. 35%.
Тоже можно доработать. The next option chosen by the Korean citizens или by the respondents. That is. Alice, one more. А тут 4 всего. Ну, ладно. One more.
The more the least common response is extensive public transport. The one with 7% of use saw it.
And Kate?
Only 8% of Korean citizens choose solar panels and renewable energy sources.
Не забываем, что можем как факт объединить 2 последних, потому что 7 и 8 недалеко друг от друга ушли. То есть так как обычно у нас в таблице 5 или в pie chart 5 вариантов, да, то есть тут мы можем сказать, ну, нашу схему, помните, которую я предлагала зачастую, это первая, да, самая популярная, comes second, и потом самые the least popular. А вот один у нас останется, и мы его с чем-то сравним. Но, ну, как вариант, да, то есть здесь можем сказать the least popular choices или the least popular responses to the question among Korean citizens are solar panels and renewable energy sources, 8%, and extensive public transport, 7%. Okay, thank you. So, так, ну, so let's read the solutions to the problems, and you should guess the problem. У нас тут нет самой проблем. Давайте, то есть мы читаем решение проблемы, и мы должны определить, как в задании было бы написана проблема. Outline a problem какую-то. So let's look at number one. Alice, can you read silently and say your opinion? What's the problem? Any ideas?
Maybe the problem is that a lot of historic buildings was damaged after the Second World War.
Может быть, если более глобально, чего в Green Cities не хватает? Или в Cities обычно не хватает? В корейских, допустим, городах, в любых городах часто не хватает.
Ну или historic sites.
Мы новые создаем сами. Как-то не... Ну, если бы это было бы в экзаменационном задании, было написано problem arising with, что? With big cities, например, наверное. Если мы разовьем мысль, то мы еще в контексте вот этих больших городов, да, можем сказать, что если развивать, что вот что я от вас хочу услышать. Допустим, примерно, что как there are often fewer green spaces in a town or city, and people have nowhere to go to. Да, то есть людям некуда ходить. И вот restore the historic area, ну, не прям не весь здесь фокус, да? Что-то еще убрать старые здания, создать новые места, улучшить жизнь для пешеходов и велосипедистов. То есть места, куда люди могут ходить. И зеленые места. Okay. Number 2, Kate, look at the suggestion, look at the solution to the problem.
Living on the outskirts, developing opportunities to live in this place.
I think it's the problem of densely populated cities, maybe.
Я имею в виду привлечение как бы внимания, улучшение жизни на окраине.
А проблема какая? Плохая жизнь на окраине? Или как?
Ну, что там никто не живет, и поэтому надо туда людей привлекать.
Вот, да. Какой еще вариант у меня здесь есть? То, что densely populated cities are often too compact, and they leak, and they lack green spaces for metropolitan residents. So, ну, это уже, да ладно, дополнение, не буду тут загонять вас. Окей. Все понятно здесь пока из выделенных слов. Outskirts, traffic congestion нам уже встречалось. Have a positive effect. Pedestrians. Все? Окей. And number 3, Alice. Look at it.
Maybe the problem is that a lot of traffic disturb people. So there is no place where people can walk. What?
Yeah, that's right. There is a lot of there are a lot of emissions, yeah, from fumes from vehicles, and it's the bad quality of air. So health is harmed. Yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you. So these are good ideas about cities and ecology. If you have a similar problem in an essay. Обратите внимание на то, как формулируется решение проблемы. Не одним кратким пусть строят значит, зеленые зоны в городе, да, а пояснение полное. То есть обычно мы даем конкретное. Почему? Потому что это government, local authorities, местные власти. Кому мы эту задачу ставим и кто ее и как решает. Что значит, чтобы получить плюс за предложенное решение. Не просто по грамматике, что мы там что-то придумали, а именно по содержанию. То есть кто и что должен делать. Мы здесь похвально очень необходимо использовать might, may, should, потому что might, may – это как вероятно. Возможности, да, модальные глаголы вот эти вот могут, могли бы, здесь хорошо подходят should или shouldn't, совет, да, следует или не следует им что-то. Вот это вот прям хороший пример. И не только одна идея, мы можем приложить как-то вот, ну, какую-то одну глобальную и немножко ее пояснить. Мы можем пояснить про эффект или impact, какой эта инновация или это изменение приведет эффект. Потому что иногда не всегда понятно, как это решает проблему. То есть, например, дети не хотят учить географию в школе, не знаю, или дети плохо учат географию в школе, и такое, кстати, у меня бывало, почему дети имеют трудности с географией, такое вот было эссе, и причины. И там была вот, значит, проблема, вот они не учат географию. Что вы предлагаете? Да, проблема связана с изучением географии. Мы можем написать, что да, многие пишут, ну да, вот чтобы учить географию, ну, значит, нужно учителей побольше нанять в школу там, или учителей получше найти, да. А как это решит проблему-то для студентов? Что если у них будут лучшие учителя, дальше мы должны довести мысль, что если у них будут более интересные учителя или там более образованные учителя, то студентам будет интереснее ее, а не то, что появились учителя, а ученики как не учили, так и не учат. Мы должны связь показать. Здесь мы показываем связь, да, что не просто создайте pedestrian zones, а что вы создайте, пожалуйста, pedestrian zones, и тогда люди могут дышать свежим воздухом, и тогда могут отдыхать от шума и так далее. Для чего мы делаем, чтобы вот набирать эту базу и учиться рассуждать логически. So, and now we have a little time, as usual. Yeah, let's finish with this small discussion about changing in your city. So the second conditional, all three questions are in second conditional. So let's discuss. Kate, if you were able to make changes in your city, what would they be?
If I were able to make changes to my city, I would develop traffic pay system to avoid traffic jams.
Great. Alice, what about you? Nizhny Novgorod, right? Yeah, what changes would you make?
Maybe I made if I were able to make changes, I would make a lot of parks where people can breathe oxygen.
Ну, людям не понравилось breathe oxygen, потому что кроме как кислорода мы ничем дышать не можем,
Да, вы правы.
да? Или clean air.
Clean air.
Окей. Только they would make, не would made, а would make. Или I would make. Would plus infinitive. Well, building a new road. Oh my God.
А что мы можем делать?
No, да, это я себя спросила. Неважно, давайте мы даже это опустим. Здесь просто грамматически посмотрим на вот этот вопрос. Вот это second conditional, right? Can we change the clauses? What would they be if you were able to make changes? Можем так переставить их в этом предложении?
Звучит.
Звучит. Ну, потому что мы говорим, what would they be, да, they, кто they, непонятно.
Мгм.
А если бы, допустим, вот хорошо, вот в этом предложении можем переставить главную часть придаточную?
Да.
If you needed to build a new road, what would you do? Можем. Хорошо. Что бы изменилось в этом случае? Что-то бы изменилось немножко в предложении. Смотрите на первое, где начинается с придаточного, и на второе. Что бы изменилось?
Поставим.
Запятую поставили. Правильно. То есть, если начинается с придаточного, то запятая ставится. В русском языке всегда ставится с придаточного, с главного начинаем. Да? У нас всегда перед что, перед и потому что и так далее. Здесь только в этом случае. Значит, мы, в принципе, здесь этот небольшой ревизион сделали, да, то есть формула какая? If plus past simple, would, wouldn't plus infinitive in the main clause. Second conditional is theoretical, hypothetical, right? It's not real. You are not a city planner, but I ask you, think, if you were a planner, what would you do? Or what would you do if you had $1 million? Yeah, dreams, theories. Okay. Well, I think that we have to finish now. Okay, there is one task I wanted to do with you. Maybe I will send it to your homework. Okay, about your homework, I will send it to you to our chat. Please finish this week. Основное задание, заканчиваем эту week про cities, и на следующем уроке мы еще немножко про них поговорим. Да? И про грамматику как раз, которая потом встретится, и опять essay и speaking по максимуму постараемся взять все. Значит, пожалуйста, новые слова и задания на платформе, все как обычно. Okay. So that's all for today. Have a nice evening, nice weekend. See you next week. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.